Hey guys, this is Steve from homegymaddict.com, and I'm going to take you through how we built our do-it-yourself deadlift platform in the basement. The reason why I chose to do it in the manner that I did was basically to save as much money as possible on the platform, and also to allow you to be able to make repairs. I was limited by a few things. One was the size of my vehicle. I drive a Volvo XC90. So I really wanted to be able to do this without having to borrow my brother's pickup truck. So I chose the materials based on what I could actually haul home and what I could get down the stairs. This really made a difference in terms of the things that I bought because of those limitations, but I think it turned out to be a positive because now I have something that I can move if I want to fairly easily, and I can make repairs when needed, which if you're deadlifting on wood at all, you will need to make repairs at some point. Okay, so I'll take you through the layers right now. The first layer, and there's some scraps, is basically this foam tile. This is like garage flooring, but it is not like the home flooring or the gym flooring that I reviewed earlier. This is probably, looks like a 1/4 inch thick, and it's really squishy foam material. So I laid that down as basically our base. And I'm going to peel these layers off so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Already, as we were lifting, because the floor is uneven, there was some compression. And in this area right here, that is where the majority of the weight gets dropped. So I've already had to add some shims to that, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. Part of the reason why I wanted to build this way is because it gave me the opportunity to do that and make repairs. So if I peel back this first horse mat, you can see layer 1 is our garage, basically flooring. It's that foam. It does offer a little bit of spring to it. It's squishy, and I really wanted that just to basically dampen vibrations. Layer 2 is OSB plywood. This is a 1/4 inch, and I basically got 4 pieces of that that are all 2 feet wide. So 2 feet plus 2 feet plus 2 feet plus 2 feet is 8 feet. So the entire deadlift platform is basically 4 feet by 8 feet, and that works out perfectly. So on top of that is a layer of stall mats. I went ahead and I bought 3 stall mats. They're 4 by 6. If you've ever dealt with stall mats, you realize they're a pain in the ass to move around. They're heavy and awkward. So layer 2 is just strictly stall mats. There's 2 of them. The first one ends halfway, then the next one begins. On top of that is some carpet, which I received a tip from a friend that basically sells gym equipment. And he told me if you're doing any type of deadlifting, you're going to want to try and get as many layers of carpet in between the pre-existing layers of your platform that you can. The reason why is it helps to dampen the shock, and it's going to save the bearings in your barbell. So I trust him a lot in terms of his recommendations. So I just went ahead and we had this piece of carpet. You could easily get an area rug, super cheap. Get the ugliest one that they have on sale and lay it down. I find that it does actually offer some shock absorbing. The top layer now is made up of stall mats, which, as you can see, I took the last stall mat, so you have to buy 3, and I basically scored it with a utility knife all the way down one side. However, what you do is you take the non-scored side, the actual edge, and you're going to lay that down and butt it up next to your hardwood plywood. So the scored horse mats offer 2 feet of room for weights. Then we have 2 sections of plywood, and then 2 more feet of mats. So you're actually dropping the weight on top of 2 3/4-inch horse stall mats, and then plywood, carpeting, and that gym or garage tile flooring. So it really helps out a lot. I'm just going to take you now through and just show you some close-ups of what I've done. The reason why I like this though is we have a wood piece that you basically stand on. It's actually 2 pieces butted side by side. That's just because I could not find an actual piece like this in the store. And then there are 2 horse mats on either side. So let's just take a look and I'll show you easily. This basically requires no tools whatsoever. So you can see all the different layers that we have right here. And I mean, cosmetically, yes, it's not the prettiest. It could be a lot nicer, but the nice thing about it is I'm able to repair it when I need to. I don't need to spend money on a huge piece of plywood just to replace one. So that was kind of the main goal, because I've lifted on wooden platforms and all they do is break, and then it becomes basically unusable until you spend the money to fix it. So that's a picture of our do-it-yourself platform. We actually use another piece of flooring tile right here to stabilize the weight so it doesn't roll around. That's a nice option to have. And then I just want to show you the main section is actually 2 pieces of plywood bolted down. And believe it or not, the seam, which that was the thing I was most worried about, offers a nice midpoint to align everything with. All right, so that's our deadlift platform. It takes very little tools to create, but it works perfect.